Welcome back to the Battle for Nueve Millones SMP. That's not technically what this server is called. That's just what my side of it is. And things have changed since day 2. We're now in day 3. You know, I'm once again the only one here. Suppose the joke's on Deluxe Gamer X and his side, considering that I'm going to be slightly more prepared in the event that somehow war does happen the second peacetime ends. Got 2 beds courtesy of these flax plants I've been growing, which were grown courtesy of bone meal that I got from some of the Lycanite mobs. I still don't like Lycanite's mobs. And apparently these are neutral mobs, the jousts. Not as hostile as I thought they were. And I guess they are a source of meat. But the reason we have a second bed is because if I break one bed and just try to move it... Oh. Joust alphas. Joust alphas are hostile. That's a lot of deaths so far. Which is why I'm glad I even made that small hut to begin with. Because if I didn't have that bed over there, and that Joust Alpha killed me, then I would have to hoof it over 2,000 blocks just to get back here. Which, as you can imagine, is, not good. Anyways, I'm basically hoping that I went 2,000 blocks in the right direction. Because if it just so happens that Deluxe Gamer X, when he actually decides to go southeast as well as me, I'm basically boned. Because then I have to, like, quickly move somewhere. That's going to be very annoying. earlier, I was initially going in this direction, so northeast instead of southeast. But as you can probably tell from the fact that there's nothing mapped here, I died. And I guess there is an ice biome there, I just forgot. But I didn't really see it as far enough away from the spawn that he'd bother to go that way. Instead, I have to hope that the hostile mobs that do spawn in the dunes biome provide an adequate defense, you know, without creepers getting in the way, obviously. Because mob griefing is on, as I found out, from random mobs that spawn from breaking ores randomly. Once again, courtesy of Lycanites. I'm not even sure if I want to use that wood as the war material, but, technically, the search for a proper home isn't over until I find a village. So technically, it's still a ways to go to capture a proper city and thus properly establish Nueve Millones as a world power. And I guess plants damage you from one of the mods. Maybe atmospheric changed it, but it's kind of weird that, like, I'm not sure if I've even seen a single Biomes of Plenty biome. I think the server owner might have forgotten to set the world type to Biomes of Plenty. So, whoops. But, at least here I can do a longer video, cause I'm doing something that isn't going to very easily get reversed. But yeah, today I am going to build an outpost. Yeah, that's what I'm calling it. You know, But it's like, if I really tried to go 10,000 blocks in one direction without dying once, that's not happening. Though I could get a curveball thrown at me entirely, you know, if he just decides to come over with the Project E gem armor. Basically, because of how Project E works, if he just got enough materials to make, like, he could convert enough high-value materials into the things needed to make red matter gem armor, which is basically God mode armor. Of course, there's also the fact that there's a waystone pretty close to here. A chicken-like meat, looks chewy and smells like feet, applies movement slowdown, best cook it. Of course, there's also the fact that the vampirism mod is here. But... oh! I sure do love mobs that can randomly spawn from breaking a block. Like, somehow the mod's going to decide, oh, this log block was part of a tree, even though it's part of a house, and it's gonna spawn an end. There, now there's a chest. Okay, yeah. So just any book and a bookshelf makes the Akashic Tome. Which will combine all of these guidebooks into one guidebook. But yeah, what I was saying before an Ent spawned from a log block was that the vampirism mod is here, but there isn't a server-side mod to config to like have a sleep vote system. Which means once somebody becomes a vampire, sleep isn't happening because of how the mod works. But yeah, now that I've got chests, I can start moving stuff between the hut and the outpost. That was never intended to actually be a structure. I just had to make something quick. And saplings still cause damage. Just follow the death points. My favorite! Oh. Perhaps I should skip the night. And then move things between the huts. You know, out of everything I've encountered in this mod pack, a regular husk is surprisingly welcome. Another one. Just follow the death points. Just going to take some regeneration. And there we go. Now I just need to remove absolutely everything of value from this house. Like that. Yeah. Probably not going to, like, clear every trace that I was here. In fact, the only thing I really needed to do in that house was take down the chest. Because I am completely abandoning that hut. And I don't have an ender chest, so... Actually, can you put a shulker box in an ender chest? Can you put a shulker box in a shulker box? Just get unlimited storage at the cost of convenience. There, I put the furnace next to the chest. Crafting table next to the furnace. It's officially a home. Now it's a home. And there we go. We now have charcoal. Yeah, I need to finish building this. But yeah, that... I think that works for a, daily progress update on the SMP, even though it's, still just me. Whatever. It's the Galaxian Army's funeral. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.